when we're trying to determine how to minimize our costs when hiring inputs in the factor markets, what we're looking at is trying to determine how much capital, land, or labor to employ. And the general rule is to take the marginal product of, let's say, labor per dollar spent, and I want that to be equal to the marginal product of capital per dollar spent. In this case, it's the rental rate. And that should be equal to the marginal product of land per dollar spent, which is also called the rental rate. So if one of these is greater than the other, what it's telling us we're getting more productivity per dollar spent, and so we should be putting more money into that factor and less into the others. And one of the things we know is that when we put more resources towards, let's say, labor, the marginal productivity will begin to diminish, and so this overall ratio will get smaller and begin to approach these other two ratios, especially if we start pulling money away from capital and land. If we employ fewer machines, for example, fewer capital pieces of equipment, then the marginal product should begin to rise. And so marginal product of labor diminishes as we're hiring more workers. The marginal product of capital will begin to increase as we hire fewer capital machines, and these two ratios should begin to equalize. And when they're equal, we know that we've reached the cost minimizing combination of land, labor, and capital.